So I know that some of you may already be a little bit hangover of the game against Real Madrid, or some of you may also want to be staying in that moment for the rest of your entire life. But time progresses and we need to move onwards into that next game. And that game is going to be against Cultura Leonesa in our debut for La Copa del Rey. That is why in this video, instead of a normal, match preview, we're going to focus exactly onto the different things that Barcelona should do in this game. What's going on, guys? ¿Cómo están? BugaLuis, welcome back to another video here on the channel. And just like always, if you love football discussion videos, then you are in the right place to be. Be sure to leave us a like and also leave us a subscribe if you enjoy this video. But first, take a look at it, see if your cup of tea, if it's of your liking, and then certainly make the decision if you want to continue with us or you want to look for somewhere else. So the very first thing that I want to be seeing in this game is Valverde giving out the chances to all of those players, those youngsters from Masia that certainly need like full 90-minute games to see if they're worthy of having a spot in the Barcelona squad. I'm not talking about Carles Aleña and I'm talking about Riqui Puig. I'm talking about these two players in the center of the midfield. I want to see them. I want to see how they combine, how they play off each other. Because certainly, maybe not in the next 2 years, but maybe in the 5 next years, they could be a very good partnership for Barcelona, and I want to see what they can do. And most importantly, we have to see them in a very good competitive basis. We've seen them before in the friendly matches, especially Riqui Puig, but this time around he's playing for something, He's playing for a Copa del Rey match. It may not be the biggest competition in the world, but he's playing for a very important 3 wins, and he's going to be in the spotlight of all Barcelona fans. So in that sense, I want to see Riqui Puig, I want to see Carles Aleña, and I want to see some other players here and there. One of them is Chumi at the center back position. He has been called up by Valverde in absence of somebody like Vermaelen or somebody like Umtiti in that substitute position. So I want to see Chumi, what he's all about. I'm not gonna act like if I'm a Barcelona mastermind and I know everything that's gonna be happening behind the club. I haven't seen too much of Chumi, so I have to see more. And this is a perfect way for him, a youngster, to get introduced to all of those other Barcelona fans that don't exactly know the potential or the quality that he has. In this thing, I think Valverde should give him a start. The same with Riqui Puig, the same with Carles Aleña. They need to be playing the full 90 minutes. And I think that by this way, we can see if they're going to be potential quality for us in the future. And just before moving on, I forgot about one more youngster, and that's going to be Juan Miranda. Jordi Alba has not been called up for this game whatsoever, so the only left back that we have is Juan Miranda. In that sense, I feel that Miranda, well, is most certainly going to be destined to get that starting position. And we already saw him a little bit in the preseason. He was playing in or out between Marco Kurela, both taking that substitute role for Barcelona games. And I feel that this time around, Curculera already being loaned out to I don't know which club. I think he was loaned out to... So now is his chance to actually be feeling confident of having that left back position for himself and demonstrating the best he can do, especially in a role which is very important for Barcelona. He needs to understand exactly the moments, the decisions in when he needs to attack and defend. This is not a role for any type of player. It's certainly for those unique players that understand this concept very, very well. We see it even on star players, We see it on David Alaba, we see it on Marcelo, players which are very good attacking wise, but at the moment of defending, the moment when they need to track back, they don't do it as good as someone like Alexander or someone like Jordi Alba. They take a long time to run back and defend, and that's something that we cannot basically afford in Barcelona. And if Juan Miranda can demonstrate that, if Juan Miranda can show a glimpse of that, I'm gonna be very happy by the end of the game. Next up, something that I certainly want to see is Malcolm getting some damn game time. To be honest with you, it just pains me to see in the transfer news already people like Inter and Spurs inquiring about this player, when in reality we never see that happen. We never see clubs inquiring about a player just 4 months in until the season has started, and that's really embarrassing. It's really embarrassing for Barcelona because we haven't gotten the ability, we didn't have the luxury of taking a player like Malcolm and putting him to play. You know, we just wasted him. And it's something that really pains me to see. So I would like for Malcolm to get some playing time in this Copa del Rey, because one, he just needs football. You know, he's a footballer. He's not doing his job at all. He needs to get into that pitch. He needs to work some little bit and remind us of what he can do. No, I'm not saying that he's bad. I'm not saying that he doesn't have quality, but I just want him seeing play. I just want him to get some game time, basically. Let's just give this guy a freaking chance. And if Valverde doesn't trust him even in a game as meaningless as in La Copa del Rey, I feel that there is no chance for him to have a future at Barcelona. And even more now that we have news surrounding Ousmane Dembélé, people saying that Barcelona already reported that they've asked him to already look for a buyer, look for another club to move after Barcelona, which is completely, I think, disrespectful for the media if it isn't true. That's just basically turning half of Barcelona fans against Dembélé, if not more. And so I find that very disrespectful for the media. If it's not correct, then I feel they need to fix something within that, because it's not ethical at all. So with that being said, there's one more thing that I think Valverde should take into consideration for this game, and it's going to be how is he going to manage this defense. We only have right now, as we know, two main center backs in Lenglet and in Piqué. I mentioned before that Chumi is one which I feel needs to start just basically because he has been put up there in the call-ups, he has been in the squads. There must be a reason why he's been selected. And I feel that he may start one of those two places, and the other may be Clement Lenglet. I'm not saying that Lenglet should also play the full 90 minutes. I feel that this guy deserves a rest. Not only basically because he has been playing to a very good standard, but most importantly because we just don't have anything other with to replace him. So there are other options in center back like Cuenca could come in, and it's about how Valverde is going to manage the time for those center back positions. I feel that completely, as we've seen for the call-up, Piqué is not going to be there. So it's going to be Lenglet starting and then some kind of rotations in those center back positions. I feel that either way, I'm going to be happy with what he does, but he needs to change Lenglet in some point in this game. We cannot have Lenglet play those full 90 minutes and risk an injury or risk an saturation of the player for those later games, which, to be honest, are going to be hard, are going to be important, because we're going to go face Inter and we're going to go face Rayo Vallecano away, and also Atletico Madrid. So we need to have our best players for those matches, and Lenglet right now is one of them. So now I'm going to give you my predicted 11 for tomorrow's game, which, to be honest, can happen absolutely everything. So don't lynch me, don't kill me if I don't get it right, and also don't kill yourself if you don't get it right. Trust me, predicting Copa del Rey matches is one of the hardest things to do ever, because one day we can have an upset, or one day we can have a manager just put in a first team 11 here on the squad, but something that it's impossible to do is get those 11 players right. So I'm going to go in goalkeeper position with Jasper Cillesen. For the right, I'm going to go with Nelson Semedo. In the center back positions, I'm going to go with Lenglet and Chumi. For the left, I'm going to go with Juan Miranda. In the middle of the park, I'm going to go with Ricky Puig, Carle Aleñá, and the holding midfielder is going to be Arturo Vidal, in my opinion. I feel that in the last two games, he has demonstrated a little bit of that character that we love, that player that is really strong and just intimidating in that middle of the park. So I feel that apart from his good, performances, I feel that he also deserves to do, because he has behaved a little bit well as well off the pitch. He has improved in that sense as well. So I'm going to put him in that middle of the park because he has earned it. And also it's going to give us a little bit of that leadership and experience that doesn't come with Aleñá and Ricky Puig. Up top, it's going to be very, very interesting to see what's going to happen. I'm going to go with Munir as the main number 9. For the right, I'm going to go with Dembélé. And for the left, I'm going to go with Denis Suarez. I feel that certainly Malcolm is going to play no matter what, but I have a feeling that Valverde just may surprise us as he does and not start Malcolm. I just feel that it would be unacceptable if Malcolm doesn't feature for at least 45 minutes, but I don't believe Valverde is going to start him. Don't get me wrong, I want to see Malcolm. That's one of the points I made this video. I wasn't even gonna make a match review for this game, but just I wanted to talk about Malcolm. But here I don't give you what I want to see. I give you what Valverde thinks it's better for us, basically. My lineups are going to be what Valverde thinks is going to happen, not what I would hope so. So that's what I think Valverde is going to do. I don't think Valverde is going to start Malcolm, but I feel that Malcolm is going to get game time no matter what. So do not worry. With that being said, now it's time for my predictions, and I'm going to give a Barcelona win around 4-1. I say that Barcelona is going to win 4-1 this game. I feel that we should be able to keep a clean sheet, but just because we're playing with a new back line, basically, it's going to be hard. It's very hard to just get players that have never played before in a defensive solid unit. It's really almost impossible, you know, to get them understanding each other very, very well. The only way that we may keep a clean sheet if our midfield works very, very nicely, which certainly has the potential to do so with Aleñá and Riqui Puig, which those two players really understand each other, and certainly with Vidal, which is very, very mobile and aggressive, taking easily players from the third division or Segunda División, third division. I feel that it's going to be more capable enough, but I feel that we may leak a goal, so in that sense, I'm going to predict a 4-1 win for Barcelona tomorrow. Now, guys, it's your turn to leave me all your thoughts and comments here down below. Tell me your predictions, tell me your predicted lineups, and tell me what you want to see from this game. And most importantly, share this with your friends as well. Like, dislike if you enjoy or didn't, and well, subscribe if you want to see more. See you in the next one. Take care. Ciao.